It's finally here, guys. What is FL Pack today marks the start of the end for My Hero Academia. It's kind of sad. This was my first anime that I could genuinely get into. This was the first anime that I actually enjoyed. And it's just so sad that it's coming to an end within like a couple months. If if that, honestly. But make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's get into it. So, this will be a spoiler review series, okay? This will have spoilers. I want to preface that, especially for the newer shows, right? Kaiju number 8's review will be coming out soon, and that will mark, because I think Kaiju number 8 concluded, or at least season 2 did. So anyway, let's get started. So the episode starts off. Thanks, people outside. The episode starts off with All Might and All for One fighting. All Might gets the mech suit. All of that happens. I didn't notice until now that the stuff All Might uses is named after the students, which I think that was a pretty cool. That was a pretty cool little thing, but yeah. So they're fighting up in the sky. It's awesome, man. This episode is just mainly, I think it primarily centers around, that. Around All Might and All for One fighting. So there's not really many scene changes, so this video is probably going to be on the shorter end of this, but yeah. And All for One keeps getting younger, which actually is a problem. Because, like, obviously, if he gets to a baby phase, you could literally just snap his neck. But I'm loving it, man. So then we get an outside scene. I think this is supposed to open up the possibility of like not alternate. I think this scene is meant to open up the possibility of us having other My Hero Academia shows, not seasons, but shows, because we see. I'm gonna assume this is in Africa. Maybe not Africa, but it's somewhere outside of Tokyo. And we see this African American kid. We don't know his name yet, so I have to describe what he is. We see this African American kid and an African American grandmother. They're both somewhat watching the fight with All Might and All for One, and the kid is like asking questions like, "Grandma, who's the guy in the dark outfit?" All Might. And the grandma's like, "I don't care. This broadcast is from a completely other country. You don't have to worry about that." And the kid looks determined, and he starts like actually praying for All Might. So that that had me thinking that it's possible we could get alternate My Hero Academia stories, but in like other countries, which I think I think that would be awesome. I'd love that. Because I don't think the creator's gonna let My Hero Academia die after this show. They're gonna let this show bleed out because My Hero is like, I'd honestly say My Hero Academia is in the Mount Rushmore of animes. But I'm not going to get into that because that's a whole other thing. And people are going to flame me because there's a whole bunch of other good shows. In my opinion, My Hero Academia should be considered one of the best animes ever. And I think it is by the majority. So, yeah, there's no way people are going to let this show die. But then we get back to the fight, and it looks like All Might's winning. Because there's like a Can't Stop Twinkling. First off, I'm getting really I'm so... Oh, wait! Oh, I completely forgot. We see a scene with Aoyama and Fat Gum, and they're like tied up and captured by these this plant guy who his plants only grow out of the flesh of people, and we get a plant that is based off of Fat Gum. Kind of makes me worry that Fat Gum's dead, but I don't know. They don't outright say he's dead, but yeah. Aoyama like loses his shit, and he's like, "You thought that you could." I can't do this voice. You thought that Mademoiselle was dead, or something like that. You thought you had the best of me, or something like that. And he starts rapid shooting this sparkle shit out of his belly button, and then we get the reveal that there might be another system that's similar to All Might. That's similar to All for... or One for All. It's gonna be similar to that. Because we see Aoyama somehow summon a girl who is literally made out of his sparkles, and it starts immediately shooting the plant guy. So I think it's revealed that there's another system like that. But okay, then that's when we get back to All Might and All for One. So yeah, as I was saying, the beam that it's called Stop Twinkling. Again, I hate that they're giving Aoyama such a big storyline, but I get it. But also pisses me off that they didn't just murk him off. But anyway, they shoot a beam down at All for One, and it seems to be working until he gets back up and comes out of the thing, and he's glowing like he has radiation. And he's about to attack All Might, and we get the reveal that... Wait, what's his name? Stain. We get the reveal that Stain is there, and he's licking the blood of All for One. And he is helping All Might. I thought that was the craziest reveal, and I am so hyped for episode 2. I will be doing these weekly. My Hero has a special place in my heart to where even if I'm demotivated to do this, and I'm demotivated to make a video every Saturday, I'm going to force myself. Because in the end of the day, I do enjoy reviewing as soon as possible. Anyway, that's it, man. Sorry this is a shorter episode. I'm sure I'm going to have more to talk about in, like, episode 2. But, like, there isn't as much scenery changes other than, like, a flashback between All Might and, what's her name? But we've seen that, like, 20 times. But I do think that they revealed that the world was actually already damaged before All Might wanted to become a hero. That they already had a big event, probably All For One. But, yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm also a little bit scared to even watch this show anymore because I don't want this show to end. I don't want it to end. I want it to have a billion more seasons, but obviously you can't have that. Everything has to come to an end at one point, and that's what's happening with My Hero. Honestly, I do appreciate them not dragging the show along. Because what was it? Did My Hero Academia come out in, like, 2016? 2018, maybe? Most animes would have this show go on for decades and decades. But no, they're actually, like, letting the show die off for a season 8. And I love it, man. I love this show. It is my favorite anime ever. No questions asked. But, yeah. That's the end of my review. Sorry for rambling so much, but I just love this show so much, man. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.